two different type of niggas now. Failure can make a nigga back into a corner and get depressed, or it can turn a nigga up. As men, niggas gotta pick which one they gonna be. Cause you know, pressure hits some niggas and what they do, they fold. And then pressure hits some niggas and what they do, they get strong. You know,
Hey, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakadash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Came across this clip, and this is a rapper or artist. Go by the name of Money Man. Spiritually, I think he's an absolute clown. The way he dresses, the shit that he talks about. All he talks about, of course, is money, guns that he ain't shooting. You know, sliding on people that he's not sliding on. Feminine clothing that they be wearing, skinny jeans, the pink jeans and all that old crap. But you know, that's what he be on, man. But his rap name is freaking Money Man. All right. And I'll play it one more time, and I just want to bring some precepts and talk about some of the things that he's talking about through the spirit.
You know, it's two different type of niggas now. Failure can make a nigga back into a corner and get depressed, or it can turn a nigga up. As men, niggas gotta pick which one they gonna be. Cause you know, pressure hits some niggas and what they do, they fold. And then pressure hits some niggas and what they do, they get strong.
And what he's going into, man, spiritually, this is going to be the Lord's elect versus every other man on this earth. Right now, I don't need to talk about the other nations. I want to keep it within the Israelite community, or within our nation, the Israelite nation. All right. We're getting ready to come into Jacob's trouble, this terrible time that has been prophesied throughout the Bible, man. And what's going to happen is there's going to be extreme pressure, so much pressure, man, that the man who's running this earth, all right, by the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, which is Esau, Edom, and his counterparts, he's going to come with extreme pressure and make everyone take that mark of the beast, man. All right. And there's going to be a lot of more pressure that the Lord is going to bring, famine, you know, just all manners of chaos and destruction and division, as the Lord said he came to do, bring a sword, not peace. So we're getting ready to see what these men are made of. Hey, the women, you already know what they're going to do, and you already know what the children are going to do. They're going to be somewhere ducked off, hiding. Not saying that we're not going to be, you know, hiding from time to time, but the men of Yahweh Shema Shai, we're going to get out here and move with a certain level of spiritual class, if you will. The rest, that nigga right there specifically, any nigga like him, all right, so-called nigga, all right, Israelite, he's going to be like a woman in that day. One thing I see a lot of Israelites, they have faith and trust not in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but they got trust and faith in money and their guns. All right. And again, I listen to the dude music. It's not bad. You know, I ride out to it, might work out to it or whatever. I don't take it to heart though. But I do listen to it. And again, most of the stuff he's talking about is money, cryptocurrency. So I know he's going to take the mark of the beast because he's real into that crypto stuff. I think he got like a mixtape called Cryptocurrency or something like that. And guns, man, this is what our people have their faith in. It isn't Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. So when the Lord cranks that pressure up that he's talking about, watch this nigga fold, as well as, you know, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're going to fold. Now the men of the Lord, man, hey, the Lord is not a man that he shall lie. If we are those men, hey, we're going to not fold, man. We're gonna be those men when that pressure, you know, gets applied and crunk up, and the Lord is turning the heat up on these things, man. We're going to move with wisdom, which is going to keep us stable, because we do know that wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of thy times. What times? These terrible times that we're prophesying is getting ready to happen here pretty soon. You hear the wars and the rumors of wars again, and just a bunch of rumors of just everything coming, pestilences, famines, inflation. You got this migrant crisis issue still going down, which ain't nothing but an invasion that's gonna create more and more chaos. So when it goes down, man, all that talk is gonna get exposed, man, and we're to be doers of the word, not just hearers only. All right, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they ain't nothing. They don't want to hear or do. All right, and I put that guy in the same category. I don't know what that man doing. I see him on social media a lot, and I've never heard him say anything anything about Yahweh Hashem Shah. I have, however, heard him mention, and I think he is a Muslim, or he, participates in that Muslim shit. So there you have it. There you go. All right. This false idol stuff that a lot of our people are caught up in, and he's gonna get exposed, man, along with all the basketball players, the football players, the baseball players, the actors, the CEOs, all these on the outside strong men. All right, they're gonna find themselves to be likened unto women in that day. What day? Again, this is the day of Yahweh Shema Shah, and in the events preceding it. All right, Jacob's trouble, the great tribulation. All right, it's gonna be horrific out here. We're just the messengers, man. We're doing things to make our calling and election sure, because we believe this through the Spirit that this is actually gonna happen. So we're fearful of Yahweh and the power that he holds to bring a Jacob's trouble, to bring a great tribulation, to bring destruction, famine, chaos, murder, mayhem. That's what's going to happen. And again, a lot of our people don't have no real faith in the Lord. It's just in the money that they have, which is the Lord is about to take away. And the only way you're going to be able to get that money back, all right, quote unquote money, or resources, is to take that mark of the beast. And again, as far as like safety goes, it isn't in the Lord protecting them. It isn't in the Lord fighting their battles. It's in their guns, man. Both man, woman, and now child, with all these kids walking around with guns and things like that. That is where their faith lies, and the Lord is going to hold them to that standard, man. All right. For you women that don't want to, hearken, or Salakia, don't want to, submit to a man through the Spirit. We're not asking you to be crawling on your knees and things like that, but just, just being decent. And want to have, again, your dogs, your alarm system, your little guns, your pink gun, your Louis Vuitton guns. Hey, man, the Lord, he's going to make you have to use that. And guess what, man? Eve, you for damn sure are not built for the conditions of this battle. See, you're so quick to pop off. Eve just like to pop off real quick. She don't realize, hey, this is going to be a prolonged thing. Many days, the Lord said these women are going to be trouble. So you're going to blow your first load, trust me. And I'm talking about your ammunition. For you women that even have a decent amount of ammunition, you're gonna blow that day one, because you're so scared. Once you really hear some machine gun fire, constantly, and you're aware of people getting put to death around you, you're gonna blow your load when those gentlemen and other women try to come in your house. Eve, they already know where you at. If you're a single woman, trust me, at least one, all right, at least one man knows that you are a single woman in an apartment or house by yourself. We can see you from a mile away. That's a skill set that we have as men. So I don't think that these weirdos aren't watching you and got you in the scopes, man. And guess what? It is going to be Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that's going to put the Spirit on these men to do these horrific things. They're coming for you. And if you don't have faith in the Lord, you're going to have to stand on what you got faith in. That gun, you're going to shoot it out. A lot of brothers, do have guns, and a lot of brothers don't. And I'm talking about, the brothers, the Akim. Now, I personally don't. And, and I live in an environment where there's been, multiple murders in my neighborhood, and my neighborhood is not that big. I live by myself. There's been break-ins. It's the last days, man. All this shit really do happen. We got it on camera. I've done lessons about it. I still don't have a gun. Why is that? I could, I'm thinking about it. Maybe not. But one thing for sure, hey, through the Spirit, I have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai as it relates to that protection, man. All right, I don't have faith in the gun. How many times have you seen a gun jam? How many times have y'all seen a person pull a gun out on somebody? Not in the movies, in real life, and the other individual get a hold of that gun and take their gun and use that gun against them. All right, so don't have faith in that, especially for you weaker vessels, which is the woman, all right, and the child. You got to have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because it's about to go down and it's about to get real, and all this talking finna go out the window, and it ain't gonna be nothing but action, man. All right, and all that, all prideful, all money this, money better, money that. Again, you're gonna have to stand on that money, man. Let's get to these precepts, though. We'll start in the book of Proverbs 6 in relation to pride, right? And in relation to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This is Proverbs 6 and verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, Yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. And we got to remember, the Lord's ways are higher than ours. He's the one that created words and such. So when the Lord calls something an abomination, it ain't like when we say an abomination or what we think an abomination is. When the Lord calls something an abomination, oh, it's to be held in great regard, and great fear, to not commit that abominable act. And we talk about, the Lord say, certain creatures are an abomination unto us, not to touch them or eat them, especially eating them. But what do our people do? They buck up against it, and they'll mock and scoff Yahweh by Hashem Shai by mocking and scoffing the prophets and saying they don't give a flying flip about the Lord, law, statutes, and commandment, especially as it relates to the dietary law. And they just do what they want to do and wonder why they look the way they look, and they have the health issues that they have. It comes from disobedience, man. All right, but again, these 6 things, man. Verse 17, a proud look, man. All right, and our people, they're very prideful. It doesn't matter if they're piss poor in the projects, man, or in Buckhead. You know what I mean? They still, especially the women, they are just as proud as they want to be. The Lord said he hates a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood. A lot of our young men and the woman is guilty of that innocent blood, man. All right. And heart that devises wicked imagination. I'm just talking about the nation of Israel. We could talk about Esau, Edom, and these other nations all day, because they fall into all these categories as well, man. But just talking about the Hebrew Israelites, man, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man, but especially you so-called blacks from that southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. All right. Feet that be swift in running to mischief. And I'm telling you, the woman, man, she fits this. Our women, she fits this category. All these things, man. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. All right. So these things, man. All right. The Lord is saying that he hates, man. All right. But the first thing that the Lord say was a proud look, man. Pride. The Lord hates that, man. And again, our people are very puffed up and prideful because they're at ease, man. Hey, the men too. Hell, with their skinny jeans or whatever they got, I guess they trying to wear bigger clothes now. They trying to change up the style, and it looks even more ridiculous. All right, yeah, we never figured this whole dress thing out, man. Now, Jacob is the salt of the earth, man. Israel is the salt of the earth, so we that flavor. But everything that we've worn, I've looked back from like the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, bell bottoms, and the afro was cool. But man, this is all I say that to say, bro, we gotta get out of here, because we ain't never gonna get it right, man. With the type of material that we're wearing, it ain't it. This shit fake, it looks ridiculous. They done brought, what is that? What is it? I don't know, man. Asics, I don't know, whatever those ugly ass running shoes. They done made that popular. They done made it like that's some type of luxury shit now, and they're charging like, $300 damn near for some shoes that we bought back in the day for about 40, and just use them to, to go to gym class and things like that. This is why we got to get out of here though, man. All right, but moving on, Proverbs 16 and verse 18, and it reads, pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall, man. That haughtiness, especially our women, it goes into having like an elitist mindset. And our women, again, they're very good at that. And our men, being that they're acting like women, they come in that same stretch forth neck, look at me, look at my jewelry, look at my outfit ass shit. This is just pride is just oozing out of our people, man. And guess what? The Lord is telling us that pride that they got is going right before their destruction, and destruction is right around the corner. Here you got all this prophecy happening. The Lord got his men, working diligently hard to warn the people, and they're just disregarding. Heads in the cloud, Ice Spice this, Sexy Red that, Glorilla this, Cardi B that, Megan Thee Stallion this, and that's all you really hear. It's just women, and their pride and their butt shaking and their box showing. And it's getting ready to go down. Verse 19. But it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly, than to divide the spoil with the proud. So this is where it's at, man. And we do understand that we're going to be rewarded for this humility, man. We have to be patient. We want to stunt, we want to ball, but we understand that we have to do it in righteousness. We understand we got to wait on Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. We understand that this is not our rest. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they are completely clueless to that fact that this is not our rest. They think it is, man. So they're chasing everything that this world has to offer. Fake ass beauty, fake ass money. Cause ain't nobody, niggas ain't got gold like that. You know what I mean? This fiat currency that they're chasing is ridiculous, man. All right. But hey, the time is coming where the Lord finna put a stop to all this pride, man. That's one thing. Since the Lord hated, I hate it too, man. The Lord has, greatly humbled me. The Wadi Hawba Shema Shai. I'm not saying I'm the most humble man, on the planet or in the nation of Israel. I am gonna speak the truth. Yeah, I've been humbled with that fear. I done got judged. I done got chastised. I did some wrong things, and the Lord saw me about it, and it made me change, my actions, made me change my thought process. A lot of these niggas get in trouble and they get even worse. They go to jail and they have a great time. Some of these niggas love being in jail, man. They don't care about nothing. What are you supposed to do with a spirit like that other than just eradicate it? You know what I mean? But make no mistake about it, man. That's what this great tribulation is for. See, a lot of our young men, they're used to violence when it comes to guns like that. Let me tell you one thing they're not used to: tornadoes and earthquakes and storms like that. That's, the Lord's gonna use things like that to bring fear, because I'm gonna be honest, man, them niggas not scared of no shootout. They do it every day. Not scared of no guns. They not scared of dying like that. But the Lord shake that ground though. Oh yeah, Jake ain't used to no shit like that. How often are you in a tornado unless are in Kansas or something like that? That's a huge terrifying thing. A tsunami, things like that, man. Great, destruction, hailstorms where the hail is, extreme sizes, breaking your car window. That happens often, man. Lightning, striking. Hey, how many times have we, seen these articles where people have been put to death via lightning streaks? I did a video about putting up on a curse on a female I was dealing with, and the Lord struck her apartment with a lightning strike. I showed you the news articles and everything. The news clip and the text messages when old girl, say, oh man, lightning. She said she saw the lightning hit, and that ain't no coincidence. That got to be from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right, that's the type of fear that the Lord is gonna put upon you Israelites that are big and bad and tough, man. Eve walking around. My brother was talking about that the other day. It was yesterday, about how prideful the woman is, especially when she got that gun. He did a video about a woman in the store, and Jake took her gun. She was up in there with her head in the clouds, and old boy, robbed her for her gun, and that's all he took. Not her purse, nothing else. He wanted that gun, man. But we saying the woman is already puffed up. How much more is Eve gonna be puffed up when she has the quote unquote power to kill a man? That is a killing instrument that people have on them nowadays. The sword, the modern sword, is that gun, man, and it causes a lot of pride. Not only the women, but the men too. It's both. It goes both ways. When niggas got that gun, man, they are so puffed up because it's power. It's power. Now we understand that, hey, you're not gonna get off a bullet or one shot if it's not the will of the Lord. But other than that, man, these people are walking around this earth wielding this power to take your life. Matter of fact, they're wielding the power to take multiple lives in the blink of an eye. You think these people aren't prideful? This is why they're not moving in the fear of the Lord, because again of that damn money and these damn weapons. That's it. With that money, the weapons. When the Lord started to take that away, it's gonna go down, man. Don't let the Lord put a spirit on Esau Edom to take away these guns. I thought they was been did that with all these mass shootings. I thought they was been gone, move on them guns, man. But hey, it's still time, and it still can happen, man. And of course, how it is in Babylon the Great. They try to take these people guns, they're going to revolt, and it's gonna cause what? A spirit of division. All right, there'll be race conflicts. All right, nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom. See Matthew 24th chapter. All right, moving on. First Peter. So we got First Peter 4 and verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange happened to you. And again, I started this video off talking about old boy Money Man and how he was talking about the difference between a certain type of man when pressure gets applied, certain type of man when pressure gets applied folds, and there's a certain type of man when pressure gets applied, they rise to the occasion. We're not going to have you ignorant. I understand this by some of my favorite precepts in the Bible. In Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 1 through 6, I believe there's a time and place for everything. All right, there's a season for everything and a purpose for everything under the sun. So don't get it twisted. And we're coming into a time our people don't want to admit the fact, but the Lord is telling us. Let me bring it out, man. Let me get it. To everything, this is Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, die, plant, pluck up that which is planted, kill, heal, break down, build up, weep, laugh, mourn, dance. Let's leave it at verse 4 in relation to weeping, laughing, mourning, and dancing. All right. Now we're coming into a time, thus saith Yahweh Shema Hawashah. There's a time that, see, we understand that it ain't time to be playing around. They don't. 2/3 of the nation of Israel don't. So they are playing around, fucking dancing, giving in marriage, eating, drinking, like the Lord say during the days of Noah. Same thing is happening now. What I'm trying to get the Lord is trying to get you idiots to understand. And guess what, bro? Don't matter if you like it or not. There's going to come a literal time where everyone is going to be fucking mourning and crying. It's not going to be no more damn dancing, bro. You're not going to be able to escape this. You're not bigger than Yahweh Shema Shah. You're not more powerful than the Lord to change and offset prophecy. All right. There is a time that you're going to mourn. It doesn't matter if you don't want to, or you're going to do it anyway. Trust me, I understand where they're coming from, but I don't like the way that Jake do funerals nowadays, man. They don't never be some like younger, more so younger Israelites, especially the gang members type of shit. They're not mourning these people at all, man. They're up in there putting blunts in the carcass mouth, dancing, getting the carcass, putting it in the club, putting it on top in the back of trucks. We've seen video when I think it was some gang members. I don't know where they were located at. They went in there and took the casket out. Just crazy. And I said that to say, they don't mourn, when people die like they should. That's a time, we understand that ultimately it's a good thing to be out of this earth, especially while we're in our captivity, that they're going back to, Yahweh, but it's a time, man. That's a time, I'm just saying, if I die, I want to be mourned. That's all I'm saying. Don't be partying and shit if I leave, is all I'm saying, man. Through the spirit of Paul Yahweh Shem I want to be remembered, and I want tears and things to, be falling out. I want y'all niggas partying, pouring liquor in my mouth and all that old crazy shit, because they do that stuff, man. Jacob do. We seen the videos, man. But again, the whole point is there's coming here pretty soon a time where the whole earth, man, especially starting with the nation of Israel, is going to be not in a dancing spirit. All right. They're going to be in a time of casting away, weeping, all right, mourning, all right. And it's just going to be a rough go, man, especially for the ones that, don't fear Yahweh by Hashem and Yahweh Shai. All right. Matter of fact, let's go to Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. Chapter 2 and verse 4. A couple more precepts. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take thee cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. And through the Spirit, the Wadi Haba Shema Shah, the Lord's hopeful elect, is experiencing that now. We're prepared through the Spirit for the next level of persecution, but we've already been persecuted. Our past lifetimes, all right, little minor things that have happened in this lifetime, all right, and in relation to being rich men and renowned men, we're not that, so we are low. But guess what? In relation to that mark of the beast, we're going even lower, because we're not taking it through the spirit of Paul Yahweh Shem and Hawashah, and they're going to seek to take away our lives. Verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. That's what Money Man was getting into, through the spirit. Again, I ain't, I think he's an idiot, through the spirit, but as far as like him going into there being two different type of men. This is likening to the Lord's hopeful elect for gold, and starting with the righteous men of the nation of Israel. All right, we're likening to that gold that is getting ready to go through the fire. All right, and we want to be acceptable men in that furnace of adversity, because that's all just coming down the pipeline is as adversity, and we got to know how to navigate it and come out and pass this test, man. And we've already got the victory. We believe that we already got the victory. It just has to manifest through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashim and Yahweh Shai. That's why it is very vital to do what the Lord commanded. We keep these law, statutes, and commandments, and we try to complete our task to the best of our ability. The main task is, of course, teaching this word and telling, Israel to repent, man. However, the Lord put the spirit upon you to do so. As long as you're telling the truth, there's a great chance that the Lord is with you. Okay, let's go to, and now I got two more. Just to piggyback or lamb back on that gold being tried, Isaiah, which is us. And we're about to be polished, man. See, once an Israelite, always an Israelite. Once a member of the hopeful elect, always was a member of the hopefully elect. In Romans 8:29, going into predestination. See, the Lord had already chosen who he wanted to overcome this world, man. All right, believe it or not. Isaiah 13:6. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So, the day of the Lord is not a joyous thing. It will be for the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, but it's going to be a scary time, man. A lot of judgment is going to be taking place. Verse 7, therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, man. Money, man. These niggas that got enough money to get on a jet when a storm come, all right, they're gonna a shack. All right, these big niggas, I don't know. These shit. I don't want to, because the boxers is old now from the 90s. They old, man. I don't know a lot of new boxers, really, like heavyweight champions and things like that, but fighters, okay, so-called mighty men, basically their hearts are gonna felt, man. And guess what, these some of us fat, we rough looking, I'm talking about the men of the Lord. Now guess what, we gonna be the ones shining, we gonna be the ones with that strength, we gonna be the ones doing miracles, man, showing a extreme strength, man, being able to lift, cars, etc. It'll be all these things taking place during this time of great tribulation, man. All right, verse 8, and they shall be afraid. Talking about the men first and foremost, and of course the women and children. If the men are afraid, how much more the damn women and children? All right. So that, we won't even need to talk about them. And they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Good Lord Almighty. Good gracious. The scripture saying they shall be amazed, man, because all of the amount of craziness, the amount of chaos, the amount of carnage that the people are about to see, they're not ready for, and it's gonna blow their minds, man. The scriptures tell us, man, a lot of men hearts are gonna fail them from the things that they see, man, from fear. That is a heart attack from seeing something so fearful. That's gonna happen. A lot of people are just going to drop dead from just seeing that. Of course, a lot of women gonna be like that, but the scripture is specifically going into the men. We're supposed to be examples and vessels of strength when it comes to leading the nation. And unfortunately for 2/3 of the nation of Israel, a lot of you men have been crashing out, and y'all are gonna leave this earth like women. All right, scared with your hands on your loins, crying out like a little biatch. The strongest nigga, these chain gang niggas in prison, these tough gang members, man. The Lord got something for you. And I mentioned it probably won't be, guns and things like that. We done seen that already. The Lord been going completely ape with the gun violence, letting the gun violence happen. So we kind of used to that. The Lord finna crank it up, man, and take it to the next level with them quote unquote biblical plagues, man. Yeah, plagues is coming. Yeah, pestilence is coming. Yeah, all those things is coming. All right. And you know, when this flesh eating bacteria would really get out here, or whatever the Lord gonna unleash, you know, that ain't like you know, you can't shoot your way out of no damn flesh eating bacteria, you know, getting up on you. It's over with. And that's the type of judgment that's coming, you know, for you 2/3, man, that don't want to repent, man, that the Lord didn't want to repent. Yeah, all type of crazy stuff. You women that want to remain in your whoredoms, man, oh, the Lord gonna give you something real good for that box, man. Shit might melt. You know, from the inside out. You might rot from the inside out with these new STDs the Lord gonna put upon the earth, you know, quote unquote STDs, man. Pestilence is all it is. All right, let me see. Verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And that's what we're prophesying. People just don't believe us. All right, that the Lord is finna get down like that, and that this place, especially Babylon the Great, is gonna be absolutely desolate, you know, other than desert creatures. And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it, starting with the nation of Israel, man. And let's go to verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, starting with the nation of Israel, man, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy that goes into their pride, man, of the proud to cease. You know, I can't wait. And who's the most prideful people of our nation? The MFing woman. And the Lord finna cause her pride to cease. Eve has no idea what's going on. She just be talking and talking and talking. Some women have a certain level of intelligence. Candace Owens, man, she's a kind of intelligent sister, but I mean, her head's still in the cloud too. She just got a little bit more, you know, understanding of the world, but she ain't got no understanding of the scriptures and Yahweh, should I say Yahweh Shema Shai in the scriptures. So hey man, they're all gonna get exposed, man. They're all gonna be out here looking crazy, man. All right. Where was I? Third, shake the heavens, and I will punish, yeah, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. Hey, yeah, definitely going into Esau Edom, but hey, starting with our people, man. The Lord said he gonna start the judgment at his house, man, which is the nation of Israel. So just prepare for that. And I'll leave it off at this in the book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, what we need to do. Ecclesiasticus 1 and verse 11, and it reads, the fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing. So we do understand, amen. I'm getting verse 14. The fear of the Lord maketh a merry heart and giveth joy and gladness in a long life. Whosoever feareth the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last. All right. And we're at the latter part of this last, the end, man. So we got to keep that fear, and he shall find favor in the days of his death. All right. Whether we be persecuted or whether the Lord gonna let us escape all the way through it, we got to do what was commanded of us, and the Lord is gonna be with us. You know, it might not be a painful death at all if we have to be martyrs for Yahweh Shema Shah. That's what the average nigga don't understand, man. All right. So when they get, you know, they get guns drawn and drones coming after them and robot dogs and shit, hey, they gonna fold, man, like a wet napkin. Verse 14, man, and here's the point, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and it was created with the faithful in the womb. That goes again in the Romans 8:29, that predestination. So the Lord's hopeful elect, each and every member was born with a certain level of faith. Now it manifests and it grows in real time, but we do have faith in Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And we pray to be those men, women, and children that the Lord predestined to receive salvation, man. So with that, I want a pride is about to be cut off from the earth, man. Starting with the nation of Israel. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.